You do know that if Shedeur Sanders comes out and plays like Dillon Gabriel or anywhere close to it, they're not going to give him the same grace. They've already showed you that right now. How can I take somebody as a fair and honest arbiter if you want to fast forward his reps the whole time? Oh, you didn't think? If you corner anybody and you ask them, they'll talk themselves down a rabbit hole and get to a point where Dillon Gabriel is going to play the whole year because they think that he's their guy, and Shedeur Sanders is not going to play the entire year. And then next year, we're going to get another quarterback, and then we'll go from there. They're not even interested in seeing him play. They're lying if they tell you that, because they always jump. We're going to give Dillon a shot, and then when it comes time for Shedeur, we'll give him throw him a couple scrap games just to see, because it don't really matter. He's a 5th-round pick. It happens every time. Oh, you didn't think that's what the thought process was? Why do you think they traded Joe Flacco? The plan was the plan until it wasn't the plan no more. Exhibit C. Shout out to Tony Grossi. He even made the rundown today. Tony Grossi made the rundown. Browns coaches challenged to prepare 2 rookie quarterbacks to play. What do you mean you're challenged? How are you challenged? I just brought you 3 pros up here that said all backup quarterbacks get them reps. I brought you 3 of them. So how is it that the Cleveland Browns, one of 32 NFL teams, are the only team challenged by this? How is that a challenge when this is a prerequisite? Can you be challenged by saying that we have run plays in our playbook? No, all teams have run plays and pass plays. The reality of the situation is, the reason why Mary Kay has this is because, and she said that earlier, the Cleveland Browns understand one thing. Kevin Stefanski understands one thing. I am attached to Dillon Gabriel. My career is attached to him. Because when you go out and you make all kind of, and you're leaking articles and you're telling every beat reporter that'll listen how smart, intelligent, the greatest quarterback in the world, and you pass on Jackson Dart, you pass on Milroe, you pass on all these other guys, and you say, really, what the Browns' evaluation was, we heard all offseason, the evaluation was that Dillon Gabriel is X, Y, and Z. From every beat reporter, every time you heard it, he's so smart. He actually has a great arm. Actually, they even made him into a mobile quarterback. They made this man into a mobile quarterback like I didn't see him playing, like I didn't watch his film. They made him, actually, Dillon's going to be able to just run out there and move the pocket until what? Until we saw the film? And so now, if you Kevin Stefanski, and I respect it, I just wish you would stand on business to say, Dillon Gabriel's my quarterback, and we're going to get him to play well. And he's going to give him every opportunity to keep this job. I would respect it. But guess what? We talk about, I got to get 2 guys ready. You ain't getting none of them ready. You're not getting none of them ready. Browns, the new days of our lives. Of course it is. It's Victor Newman. The sands through the hourglass. So are the days of our lives. Boy, all we missing is Miss Chancellor. You're not challenged. Lines have been drawn. Who on the staff supports Shedeur like Kevin supports Dillon? Zed Mack, who traded Joe Flacco? Who traded Flacco? Why would they do that in the middle of the year? Because the plan was this. If you listen to the people, if you listen to the reports. By the way, I kind of broke this down earlier a little bit. Let me tell y'all and give you a peek behind the hourglass. Let me give you a peek. So beat reporters can't watch practice. They watch them stretch. And then they are jettisoned. They don't see the plays. They don't see what they're running. They don't see anything. Then they make a certain few players available for conversation. So let me ask you guys a question so that we can get to an understanding here. This in itself is big time. If you are a beat reporter and you spend 8 of your hours in a room not able to see anything, you only see them stretch. You don't see them practice. You don't see them play. You can't take video. You can't do any of that. And then you're open to then talking to the players after the game, after practice. How do you know who's good, who's developing, who is even starting or doing anything? You didn't see any practice. So how is it, can you tell me definitively somebody's either developing or not ready? It's impossible. And then the only information you're getting is from the same organization that kicked you out of practice that won't let you see it. So I'm supposed to trust with the ivory tower and the Wizard of Oz behind the screen tells me about players that I can't even see. So when people say, I'm going to believe this, why would you think about this? The only thing that you've seen from Shedeur Sanders, this is crazy work. You've seen his games in college. You've seen one game against the Rams, one game against the Panthers. Other than that, we haven't seen Shedeur Sanders in months. You can't watch practice. Practice was closed 2 weeks before the first game of the year. That puts you at August. You have not seen Shedeur Sanders perform on a football field since August. How are you telling me who ready and who ain't? Trick. The trick is the illusion of insiderness, the illusion of I'm here you could be there every day. I don't care if you was there every day and twice on Sunday. If you ain't watching no practice, they don't let you see what's going on. How you know? So you just going to take that word for it? And by the way, I talked to my man, Darren Smith. Shout out to Darren Smith. He was on the Barbershop, pulled up on the members only conversation. Shout out if you want to become a member. We'll put it in the chat. This week is very pivotal. Wednesday, we did quarterbacks in 26. This Wednesday, we right back to the film review because I think this is going to be a pivotal game. This is going to tell me all I need to know whether or not Dillon Gabriel is going to be in or out. And this is going to be one of them ones. But Darren Smith said this earlier. Guess what, folks? We're allowed to watch every single practice with the Kansas City Chiefs. Every practice. They just can't record. So Kansas City, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey, they can watch practice, all the plays. But somehow the Browns is a lockdown compound, Area 51 in Berea, because why? We're so explosive that we don't want our blueprints getting out. Come on, man. It's comical. C.G. Bush, this is why you can't go nowhere. It's why they always looking at you crazy. Oh, hold on. You said something about this, but what'd you say? Why is this going to be pivotal today? This game is very pivotal. Can Stefanski finally show the world why he's so high on Dillon Gabriel? Show me. I'm willing to see. I know last week we ran a lot of Wildcat. We pointed out some of the things that hit a little different.